Alright, welcome everyone to my Dhalsim matchup video. I'm just gonna go over just a couple key things in the matchup that I think are very important. Let's just get right into it. So obviously with Dhalsim, he wants to keep you at a distance. He wants to chip away at Ibuki because he wants to desperately not let her in. So by doing so, he uses his limbs. He likes to set up like an air barrier with Yoga Fire and play that game. The thing with this matchup, I think it favors Ibuki because you always have to keep the Dhalsim guessing, and if he's wrong once, he can just die because of it. Because her pressure against 4 frame startup is really strong. So there's two styles that you need to implement like a fighting Dhalsim, in my opinion. So there's the staying at like a distance to wait for a button to whiff punish, just to start chipping away at him. And then you also just want to walk forward and block. Sometimes if you've hit his limbs enough, you can just walk right into his face. It's very strong actually, just to walk forward and just stand strong, crouch strong. Try to mix up your options though. You have to jump sometimes, but most Dhalsims are really good at anti-airing, or they'll just get out of the way with slide. So to combat this, so say you're at like this range and you try to go for a cross up, you can just do air kunai, and it'll actually clip the light kick slide, and you get a full combo. It's dangerous because you might want to do it around this range, so just in case he doesn't do anything, you don't get punished on hit or block. Yeah, no, it's very dangerous. And you can play mind games with that, but the main buttons that I look for are like stand, medium punch, stand, medium kick, and stand pierce to whiff punish. So let's go to the button I mainly use to whiff punish with is what is he doing? Oh, he's doing multiple things. Alright, so you see like stand strong whiffs in this instance because it's too low. So what I like to do is I always like to do crouch strong because it has a nice middle hitbox to cover. It will cover both. It will cover every limb pretty much. This was a semi punch. Whoop. See? Some Ibukis will go for like a Raida. It is 7 frames, but you have to buffer it. So you might be late on the buffer, and it won't hit. So like, yeah, like that. You might be too late. So I think crouch strong is just reliable because it's just down in crouch strong and it's 6 frames. So it's pretty quick to catch those extended hurt box. And from there you can layer it into stuff like that, like a cancel into like EX kunai, or a cancel into like light dash to start gaining some space. And so once you've done that enough, like you might also throw out some of his heavier buttons because it goes a little bit longer and it hits low. It does good damage too. You can sweep whoop, to get the knockdown, and it does 100 damage, which is very good against Dhalsim. Dhalsim doesn't have that much health, so in a war of attrition, I believe Ibuki wins because of her V-trigger, basically. So if we're basically whittling around at the same same rate, and Ibuki and Dhalsim gets V-trigger at the same time, I'm more worried. I think that Dhalsim should be more worried about Ibuki's V-trigger than with Ibuki should be afraid of Dhalsim's V-trigger. So after that, you want to be very careful with jump EX kunai, because Dhalsim can actually sniper out of the air with stand strong. So like, this is actually, it's really quick. And then he gets a float, like, after that. See, it's like, if they're ready, they'll float, and they'll either can back up and gain more space, or they can go for a drill. So, that's why you just gotta be careful. It's a risk. I think Dhalsim is actually very good at stopping her air approach. So that's why I think the ground game is where you should be more focused. So, and if you're getting like, so say this is a mid-range. This is where Dhalsim actually thrives against Ibuki because of stand medium kick and stand strong. He can just keep layering those stand strongs, and then you might try to jump. You'll get either crouch strong or like anvil or stand jab. So when you just keep getting harassed, just back off. Back off out of like stand medium punch, stand medium kick range to reassess. It's very important so you don't just lose too much damage, because each one of these, oh, that's not the right one. So like a fierce will do 90 and a medium kick, medium punch will do 60, and that will add up against Ibuki. So if you get hit 3 times, that's 180 damage. Ibuki can't take that. So it's basically the neutral is very like mind game focus. Like, do you think I'm gonna just walk up to you, or am I gonna be lame like you, and just kind of sit and chip away at you? When you get a little bit closer, I honestly found that sweep is a very good option against Dhalsim, because you might get a nice crush counter. At the very worst, he can't really get a huge punish against a sweep. He can't get really a knockdown. It's a little bit harder in max range. He can, because back medium kick doesn't work. So usually he just gets a stand like medium kick punish or something. Maybe like a stand fierce. I don't even think he gets a stand fierce. Alright, so that's basically the neutral of the game, and I'm just gonna go a little bit farther into like pressure options for both. So one of like Dhalsim's main ways of getting in when you're around like this mid-range, you'll start to drill. Do I have a drill? Do I have a drill set? Yep, I do have a drill. So drill's really good. That was, see there, that was like +7. To stop this, you crouch jab. Yeah, you do usually trade, because like either you'll do crouch light kick or crouch jab, because sand jab, I found that it's not always reliable, because you'll like do it a little late. I think crouch jab is the easiest, because if you neutral jump, he actually recovers in time. There's a couple options as well. You can try to V-skill. It's not a bad thing to just hold V-skill, because you extend her hurt box back. You don't want to tap it. In my opinion, you wanna hold it. You can do that if you're nice. You can try to EXDP, but backdashing is also a good option. Just kind of to get out of the space. You want to back off if you see them drill a lot, because that's just free pressure. And from there, when you block it, he gets a throw mix up, tick grab mix up, Gale. You can start his offense. And you want to also be aware of his meter at all times, because honestly, if he doesn't have any meter at all, his offense isn't as strong, because his strongest tool for pressure is EX Yoga Flame. That gets his best Oki, his best setups, in my opinion. So you want to watch out for that, because he actually doesn't have any real light confirms. Stand light kick doesn't, or stand medium light, stand light punch, stand whatever, all his lights. It doesn't combo into into Light Flame. They have to do EX. And from there they get that reset. Or they get a dash up. I think they get a double dash. And then you see it was plus 20 after that dash. 1, 2, 3. It's -1 after 3. Or he gets the teleport mix-up. And we can go into the teleport mix-ups later. So you just want to be aware of that. So after whoops, no, I had no, I suck. I had something set up. Here. Oh, fuck it. Alright, let's just do this. So after Sand Light Kick, so say he drills and does Sand Light Kick. From there, actually, if he has no meter, I would backdash. Because at most, you're going to maybe get hit by another Light Punch, but they always try to throw there. Because Dhalsims know that they can't combo off of anything, so they go for the best thing is a throw, because they get a crouch medium kick, which can be up to like +7, or no, +3. I mean, +3. No, not +7. My bad. +3 on block, which is very strong. And from there, you can't do anything after a meaty throw. Oops. So say they throw you. So that's +8 on hit. So oop. Try to hold that. Nope. And let's see, and let's just block it. +3. You can buffer EXCP on your wake up. Oops. And so if you see the medium kick, you can you can react. You can react to the startup of it if you. It's hard. You have to kind of train yourself to do it. So throw. You want to be careful of his throws, because they're very scary. It leads to really good plus frame pressure. But he can go for a Gale Tick throw. So to bait attack, so they'll start also doing that. Oops. Let's see. Let me just practice my Gales real quick. Let's see, can I do it easier on this side? Yeah, it's a little easier, okay. So that's a common pressure tool from Dhalsim. So let's see, let's backdash. Oop. See? It'll whiff. Some Gales, medium might not. Let's see if medium will not. Okay. Medium Gale. Yeah, medium Gale will hit. If you're very actually. Yeah. See, so backdashing is a great option if he has no meter, because you get out of most of his vortex. So say you block the Gale, he's +4, so he's +4 right there. So Dhalsim from there, he can try to. Ooh, I'm not the right character from here. Like around this distance, he might go for a Crouch Fierce. He might go for oop, wrong drill. He might go for a heavy drill. Or he'll just back up. So that's his common pressure tools. With meter, you're gonna have to be more careful. So yeah, backdashing against his lights, because then they have to make a harder call out. Crouch Fierce will whiff, so they have to do something like stand strong, and so you'll just flip out. Just being very active in this matchup. So if you wanna like just try to backdash to get away, like I think that's a great option because you might get clipped a little bit, but then you're out. You're out of the vortex instead of just eating another throw. You're holding. Then you try to tech and get Yoga Flame and just all this mess into left right mix ups galore. So it might help you mitigate your damage. So I'm gonna just go into his V system real quick. So his V skill, float. It's kind of annoying for Ibuki. Means you can just sit in this range, and then either he can just stay out, or maybe go in. Yeah, because he's at a height that is not super like threatening. Yes, you can charge your heavy kunai, but what I would do honestly, like instead of like going in, I would just reload and get your kunai back because it's very essential in this matchup for pressure, and just in general. Unless this is like to close out a round, I would always just reload and then take up the space. And now it kind of will make him think twice about like floating. Because let's see, even just 2 kunai, that's like 40 damage. Yeah, he can just eat 80 damage. He can't keep eating that over and over again. And his V trigger 1 is the carpet. And the main way of activating is what I just showed you, which is crouch light kick. It's oh, I dashed. There we go. There's actually a gap there. My shit's not coming out. See, you can actually EXTP or EX ride it through it, depending on what kind of damage and stun you want to do. So that's not real. But sweep into that is a true block string, but you can V reversal it. Oh, you didn't activate. Yeah, you can V reversal that one. So just know your options. And if you do happen to not V reversal or not have V meter for it, why don't you activate? Oh, he didn't have V trigger yet. So you're gonna stay in the carpet for a little bit, and if you stay, he's gonna either do a lot of them will immediately like anvil or something to try to catch you, like, or crouch strong to catch you trying to jump over, which is not a bad thing because there's only a couple things you can really do. A bunch of them will just maybe hit you a few times because that damage will rack up. It's 60 plus all the gray damage that you're taking. So you have to make a choice. Do you want to fight it out, or do you want to backdash to safety? And it's honestly just a mix-up. Just gotta guess. And that's why he usually uses V trigger 1 against Ibuki, because he wants that control. V trigger 2, in my opinion, is you will actually probably want them to choose V trigger 2. Oh my gosh. Okay. Dhalsim, no. Okay. So you'll usually set it up there if they're at a distance, or they might get a knockdown or just set it out right there. Maybe hit you a few times. But ultimately, like, they won't usually send it out like that. They'll usually do the trigger and then they'll make it bounce. Start doing it that way. But Ibuki has a lot of tools against this. So say he tries to, after knockdown, skill, activate and do it. So let me go. Yeah, like right here. So like she has the slide to go under. She has meter. Honestly, she can just DP. And honestly, just eating eating the damage is fine, because also you can just dash under. There's like so many like movement options for Ibuki to do that is very hard for Dhalsim to just pin down. She's very mobile, very small, and a lot of different movement options. So that honestly is not the this is not the best feature, because a lot of times they do that to try to catch you jumping away. Oh no. If they start on the ground, they'll do like a yoga fire and then send it out. Alright. But if Ibuki has V meter, just hit it. Or you can just slide and you take that damage, and it only does 50. It's so much better. So let's see how much does it actually do if you actually get hit by this, let alone not like a yoga like flame or something. Like yeah, that was 181 because he tacked on a heavy kick. It's way better just to take maybe the 50 damage if you can. Like if you don't have the damage or the stun for it, definitely don't. But just keep in mind that like slide, dashing, medium dashing, like command dashing, EX ride at DP is like just staying mobile. It's very important. Yeah, on all, this is just a good matchup for Ibuki, in my opinion. Like you have to be more slow. Yeah, you have to either and then switch the tempo. You can. That's what I like to do, is play the nice slow game and then go in. Start laying your jumps, your dashes, your walk forward, your standing back and whip punishing. Just walking and blocking just to get close to send him to the corner. Because once he's in the corner, it's almost a death sentence for Dhalsim. Because of this button right here, stand medium kick. He only has 4 frames, so this is a true block string, so you can do this all day against him. So that's the thing. You want to start harassing them and start making them try to hit a button, so then you go through your true frame trap, so you can just harass them. Medium kick, and then medium kick, touch the button, counter hit, he's knocked down, throw mix up, and then it just spirals from there. Yeah. I think that's all I really wanted to cover. It's just very simple. It's a very simple game plan. It's not exactly easy, because you might get frustrated, and that's what Dhalsim wants. Just stay calm, layer your options, and honestly just keep it simple. And like any matchup, keep aware of what they know, and take advantage of what they don't know. So if they keep getting hit by a certain thing, just keep doing it until they show you that they're willing to adapt, or they can stop something. Like, hey, if you do EX kunai and you get in and they don't jump strong you, that's good. Like you can keep doing that, but I wouldn't rely on it. It's very good sims will shut that down very hard. You might get lucky and they might be doing a limb, but that's which, if you want to rely on luck, I don't think she has to. That should conclude my video. I hope you learned a little bit. Yeah, I'll see you all around.